Let's take a look back at the historic 2021 quarterback class in the NFL Draft. 2021's class saw a record 8 quarterbacks taken in the first 3 rounds. The Jaguars kicked things off at the top of the draft when they took Trevor Lawrence, who of course just got his big contract and has solidified himself as Jacksonville's franchise quarterback. However, that's where the party started and ended for the successful quarterbacks in this class. The next 7 guys all failed to become franchise players for the team that drafted them, and it started at number 2 with Zach Wilson. The BYU standout is now considered one of the biggest draft busts in NFL history and was replaced after just his second year and now fights for a spot on the Denver Broncos roster, which is definitely up in the air. It doesn't get much better after that. Trey Lance followed up Zach Wilson, and he will certainly go down in San Francisco history for all the wrong reasons. Lance finished his career with San Francisco before being traded to Dallas with only 797 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a 54% completion percentage. Lance, of course, was the short-lived heir to the Garoppolo throne as Brock Purdy took over in Lance and Garoppolo's absence and became the franchise starter. 8 picks would go by after Lance, and that's when the Chicago Bears would trade up from 20 to 11 with the New York Giants and select their savior, Justin Fields. Now Fields enters his 4th season in the league as an expected backup quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Caleb Williams takes the torch in Chicago. 4 picks later, the Patriots transition from the greatest of all time to one of the worst of all time. Alabama quarterback Mac Jones was called upon to restart the dynasty in New England. After a good first season, Mac Jones was brought down by lack of talent, organizational failure, and poor offensive coaching. Jones now heads to Jacksonville to back up fellow draft class alum Trevor Lawrence, while the Patriots go in a new direction with Drake May. The 3 quarterbacks taken on day 2 included the highly productive Florida Gator, Kyle Trask, who's made a steady career as a backup quarterback on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A few picks later, the Minnesota Vikings turned to a dual-threat quarterback for a 3rd-round hopeful, and they took Kellen Mond, who has since been released and looks for a team as he remains an unsigned free agent. And right after Mond, the Houston Texans selected Stanford quarterback Davis Mills, who once again has made a steady career as a backup with the team who's drafted him. So 4 of the 5 quarterbacks taken in the top 15 picks of the 2021 NFL Draft are no longer with the team that selected them, and overall 6 of the record 8 players selected in the top 3 rounds at the quarterback position are no longer with the team that selected them. Will the 2021 NFL Draft class go down as the biggest disappointment at the quarterback position of all time?